again. As I said in my other video, if you have not watched it, I'll probably put something up or something, like an annotation over here maybe for my other video, which is the Survivor Series predictions. I was going to do a review of what my thoughts were on what happened on Raw this Monday night. So, Raw was okay, I guess. The one thing that bothered me, I know it didn't bother everyone, but it bothered me a lot, was Paul Heyman faking a heart attack, mocking Jerry Lawler, and I thought that was just disrespectful, really. Punk's looking for respect, and he doesn't give it back. I think that's low. I thought it was really low. But apparently, what I've read, everyone that was involved in this, Mick Foley, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, and Jerry Lawler, they were all okay with it. They were all okay with doing it and it happening, and like a lot of people, and it got through okay with Vince McMahon. That is something that surprises me. Well, it doesn't really surprise me, but it's something that I didn't know Vince McMahon would do something like that, because this actually happened. Like, Jerry Lawler literally took a heart attack, and he was dead for 10 to 15 minutes. He was legitimately dead for 10 to 15 minutes. That was it. And I thought that was low. I didn't think they would do something like that. It was surprising. I don't know. That's my opinion, but I didn't think they needed to do that. I think it was uncalled for. But yeah, that's my opinion. So, anyways, let's go away from that. But something that I was surprised that they showed was the backstage footage whenever they were bringing Jerry back to life. They were doing the CPR, and if you missed it, they showed like a little timeline of what happened with Jerry. They showed it. I think it said 9:58. Sorry. They showed what was happening during the match. I think it was Daniel Bryan and Kane versus the Primetime Players. And they panned over to the table, commentary table, and you saw Jerry Lawler fall down, and then the screen went black, and it made this noises like, I remember Michael Cole saying that it sounded like Jerry Lawler was snoring, like he used to do in NXT, because he thought it was boring. So all you hear is Jerry snoring, making the sound whenever he was having the heart attack, and all you can hear is the doctor say, Jerry, speak to me, come back, Jerry, wake up, Jerry, and all that, and it showed everything that happened backstage, and doing CPR and all that, and it was scary. Seeing that happen, like, I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, geez, like, the people back there, like, that witnessed it in the arena, and Michael Cole even, they'd be scarred for, well, not the people in the audience, but like Michael Cole's scarred for life, because he witnessed someone right beside him, one of his friends, taking a heart attack. So that's something that it was really scary. But anyways, we'll move past that because it's all over and it's all done. Another thing that happened was the evidence for the AJ scandal. It was pretty convincing evidence. I mean, I don't know why you haven't watched Raw yet. It's Thursday. I don't know why you wouldn't have watched Raw. Anyways, but it showed it was after the match Dolph had. It was like Randy and Kofi, and they had a rivalry too at some point. Whenever, I think it was 09 maybe? 09, 010? No. I don't know. Anyways, remember they had a rivalry, and that led to Survivor Series, and I'm thinking, whoa, they're teaming up, this is weird. Anyways, but Yeah, it was Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. And after that match, they had the evidence. So Vicky and Dolph were both outside in the ring, and they call AJ out. AJ comes out, and she's just walking. She's not skipping. So you know this is very serious whenever she's not skipping. So yeah, she comes out and she tells Vicky, you know, oh, it's all lies. This is all lies. You're not telling the truth. And Vicky's like, oh, well, you may regret saying that after I let you hear this. And it was voicemails. Basically, it was voicemails that apparently AJ sent to John Cena. And they were very believable. AJ says that she didn't send them, and that they were twisted some way. But I'm thinking, if they were twisted, you had to have said them some point. And what I'm thinking is that maybe these are some of the voicemails she left to CM Punk, maybe? And that they just added John's name into it, maybe? That's what I'm thinking, but you never know, really. And then John Cena comes out and goes to fight Dolph, but AJ stops him and slaps Dolph for him. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was pretty convincing. I know a lot of people are getting sick and tired of this scandal thing, but I'm liking it. It's getting more and more believable every week. And I know at the end, John's like, I don't know why they say something like this that would never happen, and AJ just like, did you say this would never happen? Like, she wants it to happen. I think she gets too emotionally attached to a guy. Hence Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and Kane. And now it's John Cena. Like, it's all the top tier guys that she's going for. But yeah, that's something that if there's more evidence next week, maybe even at Survivor Series, you know, screws over John Cena at Survivor Series maybe, and I talked about that a little bit in my video, I'll put it up here. But yeah, I think the AJ scandal, I know I said before that it's getting annoying, but now with now I can't talk. Now that they had the voice messages, I'm starting to think maybe it's legit. Like, the video footage was pretty good, but the voicemails, that's just kind of like, you know, with all the technology nowadays, you can do anything with it. Like, that could have been someone else's voice, but they changed it so it's AJ's, and it could have been her saying it, but in sporadic, so it's not like all together. But she did say at one point that she's like, you went through John's phone. Like, she had to, like, she probably did say it. They're just trying to hide it. I don't know why. What else happened at Raw? Not that I can't remember really. Oh, with the Miz being on Team Foley now. But yeah. And they had the whole Kane and Miz, Kane and Miz teamed up to face, who did they face? Road Scholars. They faced Road Scholars on Monday Night Raw, and Daniel Bryan got jealous of Kane because Miz and Kane won, and he got jealous, and it was really funny. But you gotta wonder, is it gonna tear the team apart? Not hell no, but Team Foley in Survivor Series. Is it going to make them lose? But I guess you'll never know until the pay-per-view happens. Kind of, my voice is starting to go. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe. And of course, Jerry Lawler returned. I was very happy to see the King back. Long live the King. Yeah, it was good to see the King back. You know, it's been 2 months. He was legit dead for 10 to 15 minutes. And you know, like Jerry Lawler said, We never thought this day would come that we would say, welcome back, Jerry Lawler. He was back on commentary for, it was like half the show. I think it was 11 o'clock hour he came back, 11:30 in my time. So after the first hour and a half, he came back. So that was really good to see the King back. After what he's been through with the heart attack, no one thought they'd see him in the WWE ever again. I'm just hoping he doesn't have another match. I'm hoping they learned from this that a 62-year-old man should not be wrestling. Especially like him, it would have to take a lot for him to have a heart attack. So I'm kind of happy I'm not happy he took a heart attack. I'm happy that the heart attack happened at where there was doctors. Professionally trained doctors too, like in the WWE. They have great medical staff. I know this because I watch Aftermath. If you don't know what the show is, it's a TV show up here in Canada, and they review what's happened on Raw and all that. And they have 20+ year WWE referee, you may know him, Jimmy Korderas. He is Canadian, but yeah, this is where I hear all this stuff from. So yeah, I'm happy it happened at the show and not at his house where no one would be, or even while he was driving, because we may not be seeing Jerry Lawler today. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. For Raw, anyways, some stuff happened at while they were over in Europe. It said, I've seen pictures and I've seen videos of stuff happening over in Europe at the shows. They had they would have Eve versus AJ. I think it was that. I don't know. Anyways, AJ did win the Divas title, but I think Vicky did something, and I think she may have restarted the match or something, and Eve won it back, obviously. So you could technically, there's pictures all over the internet that show AJ with the actual, it's not photoshopped, with the Divas title. So I'm kind of hoping it happens someday. She definitely deserves it. I mean, I know some people don't think she deserves it, but if you go back and look, she has been one of the most talked about divas in a couple months. So yeah, I can't wait for the day she becomes Divas champion. That's all I can say. And another thing that happened, which involved AJ, is they would have John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler in a match. And somehow Vicky and AJ got it ringside. I don't know. I think Vicky may have came out with Dolph, but I don't know how AJ got there. There's videos. You can look at the videos. I haven't looked at them. I've only seen what happened at the end of the match. Anyways, there's some videos where Vicky would be in the ring and she'd be between John Cena and AJ. They'd be there and Vicky would be in the middle. And AJ has the Money in the Bank briefcase. So AJ goes and tries to hit Vicky with the briefcase, but Vicky turns around and AJ doesn't get her. And I think one time Vicky is begging at John's feet, and then multiple times John Cena kisses Vicky, which is gross. I don't know why he volunteers to do this. So there's that, and then AJ goes and hits Dolph Ziggler in the head with the briefcase. And I think the ref's knocked out at this point. He's just outside of the ring, not seeing any of this. And then John Cena gets the 1, 2, 3 on Dolph Ziggler. And AJ's outside of the ring. AJ gets back in. And they have this little moment where AJ and John Cena are just looking at each other, and AJ's just standing there being herself. And John Cena looks like he's gonna go, he puts his hand up by AJ's face, looks like he's gonna kiss her, but instead shakes her hand and walks away. No, AJ walks away. So yeah, they're really taking this seriously. Like, I don't know what to think, I guess you could say. There's been a lot of talk about it, and it's just, they've been doing a lot of stuff at house shows. I'm kind of hoping, I'm liking this feud. I'm liking this scandal. I know AJ, I've watched, don't hurt me, don't hate me. I do watch TNA sometimes. The day I watched it, if you did not know, AJ Styles in TNA had this little scandal thing where, oh, he supposedly got this girl pregnant and all that, and he called out, you know, this past year I have been, what did he say? He said, I've had videos of me going to an elevator with the opposite sex. I've had pictures taken of me that weren't real and all that. And he's like, seems to be the trend now if your name's AJ. So, Rascal! Sorry, it's my dog. He barks at nothing. Anyways, oh, he's starting to bark. There's nothing out there. So yeah. I don't know. That one got really annoying because it went too long. This one I'm kind of liking because the evidence seems legit and it's not that annoying, and plus TNA is just annoying in general half the time. So anyways, but back to the WWE, the AJ scandal and the John Cena. I'm excited to see if there's any other evidence or if anything else happens. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. I'm almost at 20 minutes here. So, I'll put a link up here maybe to my Survivor Series preview and predictions that I made maybe 20 minutes ago. And I will put my Twitter handle down in the description box below. Leave any comments, suggestions about lyric videos. I have them all in my channel and all that. I really appreciate all the views, all the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, I make no money off this whatsoever. I do have a job. I make no money off of this. I'm proud to say I don't make any money off of this. So I will go before my dog drives you guys nuts like he's driving me nuts right now. I'll see you guys later.